Hi everybody, quick reminder, don't forget to check out the on-screen end cards towards the end of the video, as well as the merch shelf and links down in the description below to explore my new Outcast comic book series. And I just have to say that I genuinely appreciate all of the support that's been shown for this new adventure. Now I hope you're having a great day, and let's dive in to Destro. Now, Laird James McCullen XXIV, better known to the world as Destro, is easily one of the most multi-layered and fascinating characters in the entire G.I. Joe mythos. Unlike the chaotic, ego-driven tyrants that usually populate terrorist organizations, Destro is defined by a rigid, aristocratic background, an unyielding sense of personal honor, and a cold, calculation-driven approach to global warfare. Interestingly, he's not technically a member of Cobra. Instead, he operates as the head of M.A.R.S, which is Military Armament Research Syndicate, serving as Cobra's primary weapons supplier, occasional tactical advisor, and frequent internal rival. Now, Destro's distinct visual design is characterized by his signature silver head mask and open-collared black jumpsuit. This getup stems from a dark family history rooted in the Scottish Highlands. During the English Civil War, a McCullen ancestor sold state-of-the-art weapons to both the royalists and the parliamentarians. When his double dealing was exposed, he was spared execution but forced to wear an uncomfortable, heavy iron mask as a permanent brand of shame. Rather than breaking the family line, succeeding generations of the McCullen clan transformed this punishment into a symbol of absolute pride and power. By the time James McCullen XXIV inherited the title of Laird, the mask had been upgraded to an advanced, highly flexible beryllium steel alloy. This metallic visage attaches to his face via a discrete micro-suction framework, allowing him to speak naturally and show subtle expressions while keeping his true face hidden from everyone but his inner circle. Despite Destro having his beginnings within the G.I. Joe franchise, which started as a cartoon and then action figures, his comic book era began within Marvel Comics' G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, issue number 14, that was released in 1983. This is a highly sought-after first full appearance of Destro within mainstream comic books. Here, from the very beginning, he was framed as an honorable weaponsmith who answered to a personal moral code that Cobra Commander simply could not comprehend. While Cobra Commander was driven by total global subjugation and petty vindictiveness, Destro viewed war strictly as a lucrative business venture and a canvas for high-tech engineering. This ideological rift sparked decades of internal power struggles. Destro routinely grew disgusted by Cobra Commander's cowardice and lack of military discipline. But a defining turning point for Destro's character occurred when he physically intercepted a specialized assassin hired by the Baroness and Major Blood to eliminate the commander. Upon discovering that the assassin was actually Cobra Commander's estranged, brainwashed young son named Billy, Destro stopped the plot. He simply refused to tolerate patricide under his watch, cementing his reputation as a villain who possesses genuine integrity. When the friction within Cobra eventually boiled over, Destro broke away to establish his own private elite mercenary army known as the Iron Grenadiers. Sporting a sleek, gold and black aesthetic, the Iron Grenadiers allowed Destro to directly manipulate global conflicts, forcing opposing nations to buy M.A.R.S weaponry to survive. Yet, throughout his entire comic history, Destro's deepest vulnerability and constant motivation remains his passionate, tempestuous romance with Anastasia de Cobra, aka Baroness. Their relationship serves as the emotional anchor of his narrative, seeing as how Destro has frequently sacrificed massive financial gains, corporate power, and his own physical freedom just to ensure her survival. Now, Destro has also appeared under IDW Publishing's G.I. Joe publications, but his most current iterations would occur when Devil's Due Publishing revived the G.I. Joe continuity via Image Comics in the early 2000s. Here, Destro's complex legacy expanded significantly. This era piggybacked off the Marvel lore, showing an aging James McCullen dealing with an aggressive, debilitating illness. This vulnerability allowed his duplicitous son, Alexander McCullen, to briefly steal the beryllium-masked and orchestrate global nanotech attacks under the Destro moniker. But once James cured himself, he swiftly reclaimed his mantle, trapped his son, and consolidated his power. He later took absolute control over the shattered remnants of Cobra after the clone Emperor Serpentor launched a devastating coup via an extremist splinter group known as the Coil. In the latest comic landscape, Image Comics houses the legendary Skybound Energon universe, alongside a direct continuation of Larry Hama's classic Real American Hero run. Within this modernized Skybound architecture, Destro is presented with an even sharper, tech-driven edge. He navigates a shifting geopolitical landscape where the discovery of extraterrestrial Energon technology completely upends global military forces. You know, those Transformers always causing problems. But as always, Destro is positioned perfectly at the center of the chaos, ruthlessly weaponizing alien tech, out-negotiating corporate rivals, and ensuring that no matter who wins the war, M.A.R.S Industries collects all the profits. Now, for his abilities and his influence on the G.I. Joe universe, for my 1 to 10 rating, I'll give Destro a rating of 8, which is an unforgettable rating. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you next time. Be sure to like, hype, and subscribe to The New Sage.